for fast, cheap, and reliable Madden 25 Ultimate Team coins, make sure you guys go check out my sponsor, Z2U, link in the description. Yo, what's good, guys? I'm Fire here, back with another video, and today we're going to be hopping into a gameplay in College Football 25. Today we're going to be focusing on an offense, and the offense we're going to be running is going to be the gun Trey Y flex. Now, this playbook this formation I think is only in Colorado State playbook, which is a little bit unfortunate, right? But it'll be okay for us, you know. Regardless, we are starting out on defense, so we are running Colorado State offense and Colorado State defense. We're going to be freestyling a little bit on defense, kind of switching between a few formations: the nickel over, the nickel 3-3 double mug, the dime rush. But yeah, we're facing James Madison. We are in the playoffs of our regs just because of how many gameplays we've done, so that's kind of interesting. But we're going to be starting out in a little cover 4, nice gap shoot there. Now, I do like that we're not facing an amazing team. I think that's fair. I don't know if that's a thing with the playoffs, of it being a, you know, because it's in the playoffs, the tiers match up. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I like that it's kind of two evenly matched teams here with CSU and JMU. Now, he's starting out trying to pound the rock, as I kind of would expect. He doesn't have, obviously, too much offensively, but we are doing a solid job here at stopping the run. Typically, my philosophy will be more bend but don't break, especially not giving up the big plays if we can, but also trying to mix it up, give him different looks. Now, obviously, he's running the ball a lot, so our main focus here should be, you know, trying to stop the run. What are we going to do? Now, obviously, this is a post commentary. Let me know if you guys like the live commentary, post commentary. I figured you would like the live commentary is obviously a little bit better, but in the makings of this video, I was watching my my Dallas Cowboys get beat up by the Baltimore Ravens. So yeah, that was kind of why I just recorded the video while watching the game, and then I was like, oh, this game's over after the third quarter, so now we're gonna record the commentary. But getting illegal contact on that play there, again, it's okay here. We're still feeling him out, seeing what he wants to do. It's looking so far like, hey, we're going to check it down, we're going to run the ball, we're going to try and control the clock. So we're going to go to this DB Fire 2 or Dime Rush Blitz 2, whatever it's called. We nearly get the pressure off the edge there. He does run a little bit of a counter, picks up a nice gain, and again, really I'm like, am I going to go to a 4-4 here? I'm like, I'm not going to keep letting this guy, you know, run the rock on me. This is not the way I like to get beat. I don't, you know, if you can out-scheme me, take it. But if you're just going to sit here and run the ball, then I'm not really making you make that many tough decisions. So we're going to try and go to like a blitz here. He is in the trips tight end offset, which is a formation I like. Our coverage there is pretty airtight. Not much where, you know, places to go with the football. And we do end up getting that pressure off the edge. Edge pressure, very good in this game. Make sure you guys check out those defensive videos that I brought you the last couple of days. And yeah, we make a pretty decent stop there. 3rd and 2 here. It's an interesting position because yes, he could run the ball. Yes, he could also pass the ball. We're going to try to send some heat off the edge once again out of this dime rush blitz. I'm playing a very risky defense, and he actually smart routes that corner route, if I'm not mistaken. It was a really short corner route, and he does catch us. Right there, that was literally just cover 2 out of the dime blitz 2, and I was just using the deep half safety. So that was a very aggressive style of defense, but I was like, hey, we're either going to get pressure or he's going to have to throw quick. Let me try and bait him into throwing at my user. Here he goes, speed option, which is actually a pretty good play call. We do wrap him up with a good tackle there. And again, he's using a lot of this clock, but that honestly kind of plays into your favor when you're kicking the ball off first. Obviously, I wanted to get the ball first because we're focusing on the offense really in this video, but the fact of the matter is that if he's going to eat up all this clock, he's right at midfield so far, then we're not in an awful position. He's going to go to the pass here. I don't know who he's throwing to. Nobody was really open on that play. And we get pressure off the edge again. Our D-line is doing a nice job here. Now, again, you do want to be careful because the D-line will get pretty tired, especially if they're passing the ball every play. These guys are blitzing every play. They do get tired. That's kind of how it does. I think I switch back to the cover 4 here, especially against the trips, because you can man up that solo side receiver, and then it allows you to go through here and user that inside quarter to the left, obviously hoping that your corner over there does his job. Now, he does get the outside release. Looks like he has a little bit of separation, but honestly, That would have been a tough pass to make. It would have taken really a perfect pass. You can't really bullet past that. You had to kind of lob it up. And thankfully for us, the QB didn't do the best job there. So we do get a 4th and 11 here. Perfect opportunity for our defense to set up and get off the football field here. And we have really it all in front of us here. So he goes to the 5 wide, which is an interesting defensive look. I'm going to sit here in this cover 2 defense. And right there, that was just not a good route combo. I mean, 2 people at the sticks, but they were both crossing into each other. Makes it really easy. Not only was my user there, which it didn't have to be, but we get the pick with the other vert hook. Now, Trey wide flex, we're going to set our audibles. I like really a lot of these. We are going to replace this play with, I think, level sail, but we have fake screen wheel, dagger, and I do like the outside zone actually. Now, we do have a read option as well, so we have a lot of good run plays. There's a few RPOs in here as well. We're going to start out with the quick little read option here. I think our QB is decently mobile, although I'm not going to recommend this as like a running QB offense, but we do keep it on the first play, and we pick up about 9 yards there. So that's really going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here. Now, there's also this formation in the CSU playbook called the Gun Trey wide flex strong, where the running back is going to be on that side. So I was really just taking a look here, seeing if there's any plays that I love. Nothing that I love. Obviously, I think it can be helpful to have an inside zone or an outside zone that you can audible to, so I threw the 0-1 trap in there. But really, that's not going to be the focus. But it is another option. Let's say the box is stacked. It'll allow you to, run the football to the other side. There's an RPO peak play that I think could be good as well, the peak slant. So let's throw that one in there. But let's really go back to the Trey wide flex here. Again, these passing plays, they're very dangerous down the field. We have a 2nd and 1 here, so we're just going to go straight back to the read option. Let's hand the football off. Not the greatest run stick, but we pick up the first down. That's all we want to do now. Here we have a good opportunity, and with these 3-minute quarters, clock management is one of your more key and important things. You have to manage the clock, and in doing so, we have it all in front of us here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds about left in this half, and right here we're going to go to the RPO. Actually, here I like A, or just hand the ball off. A isn't open, so we're going to hand the football off. We pick up about 3. I'm fine with that. I could take it to the 2-minute warning here. I'm not sure if I do, because again, we're more focused on showing off the offense, the clock management. I'm not really here to like sweat, try to win the game. I'm trying to show you guys some of the good plays, and this is the smash, that one play. I cannot remember the name for whatever reason, but we have a little flat. We put X on an out route, and then we just put A on a little baby curl here, sit in the middle of the field, and look at B against this cover 2 defense. Boom, wide open down the field. We get the 2-minute warning as well, but when he gets that wide open, it makes it easy. Now, that is just an amazing spacing play. That was called a fade smash. Very similar to the fake screen wheel, but the biggest difference is having a hitch or a smoke screen. He actually gets the blocking animation here, but he sells. Regardless, the spacing on that play is perfect because you have the slot wide receiver wire triangle running a wheel route, and then you have B splitting down the middle in the seams. It really stretches out the defense if it's in a cover 2 or a cover 3. It stretches out the sidelines, and then you can easily hit the pass like that. So overall, just a really easy drive for us. We didn't really even have to show anything passing the ball wise. Ran the ball 3 times and then just threw a simple touchdown on our very first pass. Now, clock management wise, was it perfect? Not particularly, but we're okay with that. Again, if I have a touchdown, it makes sense to take it. And I mean, with the way we play defense, it's going to take him probably a while here to go down the field and actually find something open. If we can force him to check down, he's maybe getting 3 at the end of this drive. Here he goes with a little slants look again. Nothing doing in the middle of the field. He's struggling with this quarters look. He checks it down, but we had someone over there. And, I mean, really, Dinkin and Duncan, he's going to start using a lot of this clock, especially after that incomplete pass. So he's coming out in a lot of interesting formations. We're going to try to put the pressure on him here. He goes quick slant. I am so close to being over that. We just don't have enough speed. That was a bad tackle. Thankfully, our safety is going to make a decent play there. And, you know, be able to shed off of that wide receiver, but we were so close to getting the interception there with the user. Regardless, I'm going to continue to try and send pressure here. Getting a sack in these 2-minute situations is key. He actually goes to the ground. We're really all over that with our user. This is decent run defense out of the dime rush because those tackles really have to collapse outside, and you have 4 down linemen, so it makes gap shooting relatively simple. Otherwise, you have someone off the edge that should be getting through. We go to the man coverage version. My responsibility is the running back. He throws it over there. I don't take a good angle, and I do click off. Not the greatest play, and he does get the first down, which means the clock stops. So that was bad by me, but again, he barely picks up the first down, and he hasn't really gone all that far, and he's used up half of his time. He's getting to the line. He's using a little bit of clock here before he snaps the ball, which is the game's fault, not his. That's actually a good pass. We had our zone drops, I think, set a little bit lower out of that cover 2, and that was actually a good pass out of the corner out. He hadn't really gone over the top, so it made no sense to, you know, force him to throw it. Force him to throw it deeper until he shows that he can. And hey, now we're going to move it. Now, one thing I accidentally did is I must have flicked my right stick to go to a cover 0 shell, and I, for whatever reason, did not notice this until the end of the game, so I don't know how or why I did that, but you'll see that against trips, we have our outside quarter all the way over there. This is not ideal, and you'll see I'll try and switch my shell to a cover 3. He's going to go drag. We're kind of over that. I did not mean to dive. I was trying to click onto the other guy and dive, but we accidentally click on twice. We dive with the wrong guy, and that's a good pass by him. Again, the linebacker's a little bit slow. We're on it, but he is going to outrun us on that. And here I decided to switch to this double mug because I don't want him to run it up the gut, get an easy touchdown. He's going to go with the 0-1 trap. We do thankfully make a tackle there. He's going to burn his first time out. And overall, I'm pretty happy with the way we played, but we haven't been on offense at all. I mean, he's had 4 minutes of control time. So he's going to go to this double stack, which is an interesting. I'm thinking it's a run. He goes draw. We're all over that. Again, we're putting a lot of pressure in the middle with this defense. So if it's him, you probably want to spread out and pass the ball, or you want some kind of a toss. A speed option would be a good play for this, which he's already gone to. I think we're in a cover 2 look here, so we're actually using this D end, and boom, he doesn't even see him. The corner, I think it was set to either 5 or 0 yards, and I'm thinking that I'm going to take this to the house. I don't know why I cut middle. I didn't think this guy would come out of nowhere, but he does, and you see, then another guy comes out of nowhere. So that was terrible stick work, but honestly, being a little concerned that he would have quit, I'm kind of okay with that because I didn't want him to quit. I like to at least show more than, 4 plays offensively. So honestly, was it a low IQ move? It was, but for the video's sake, I'm more than actually okay with it. So we are going to get the ball regardless, and we are going to try and show off more of the offense here. Obviously, if the touchdown is there, I'd be dumb not to take it, but we're going to try and throw more of these intermediate passes, which obviously I've already played the game. You guys will see a lot more of the offense. Just make sure you stay tuned. And yeah, let's get into the Trey White flex here. And we're actually going to go outside zone. He's kind of stacking the box a little bit. It looks like a heavy man coverage blitz look. So we're going to go outside zone, and I love the way that our players block in this. I think they block very good. And we do pick up the first down there. So overall, just solid. Going to the pass here, I maybe would have had Y, but we put the running back on a little angle route there, actually. And he's going to fry the man coverage look. Y looked like it could have been open, but if you have the running back open, that's going to be your first read. You're not going to risk an overthrow, taking a sack. Here's dagger. I'm going to go with an interesting look. Corner out Y, out B. We're actually going to drag A, and then with RB, throw him on little baby flat. We're looking to hit Y or A primarily, and Y is going to actually get separation. We are going to make sure we pass lead over to the right. He makes a really good catch for us, and that was a really good pass as well from our QB. Now, I don't know any of these guys' names, but I don't really watch Colorado State, so that's fine. We're going to try and go back outside zone here. Again, when the D-line is pinched, I like it. Now he actually spreads them. So we're going to go outside zone still, but we're going to try and just straight up cut it up the middle. And you see the blocks are pretty good, especially from the offensive line. Now, depending on the defense, if he can gap shoot, that's where they're going to do it. Our receivers literally blocked no one, as you saw in that replay, which I'm okay with. But here, I like this look of trying to exploit the seams with A or Y. Now, we're going to drag B and put RB on a wheel route, and then X just a little out route. So we're trying to hit A, Y, B, or really that. I have A open, so wide open, but we get hit. But, you know, seeing as I just saw the play, I'm going to go back to the exact same similar setup. We're actually going to put A on the post here so that he maybe breaks a little bit earlier than he did just on the choice route. And then we're going to wheel, we're going to drag. Pretty much the same thing. You know what I'm saying, that we just did. And, yeah, we're going to either hit A or B here. Looks like we would have had the tight end open, but if the drag is wide open, we're going to take that. It's a much easier result. Looked like some kind of a match coverage there. Regardless, easy work there. And overall, the drive, I mean, pretty flawless. We hit that deep corner out. A lot of underneath stuff, and we were able to run the ball again. Only 6 plays, but the offense just looks really good. It's a really solid, balanced run-pass formation, so I'm trying to keep it balanced for you guys. Now, if you watch me a lot, you know that I do like to pass the ball primarily, but I'm going to bite my tongue. I am going to run the ball for you guys at least a little bit. More than I would like, of course. Now, we did have a lot of success out of the double mug. Make sure we do reset our zone drops, but we are going to go back to this double mug formation. And I definitely like some things out of it. We're going to try and get this pressure up the middle. Now, against 5 wide, is it the greatest defense on planet Earth? It is probably not. But we're going to, regardless, stay in it here. Trying to send some pressure. We are going to send that slot corner off the edge on this play. He is going to get free, and that is exactly how you want that blitz to work. Now, if you're trying to just get the shed defense, you don't have to blitz that corner off the edge, but that is the easiest way to get the pressure out of the defense. And I think I put him in coverage here. Just trying to focus on the shed defense a little bit more, even though really I probably should have just ran the exact same play, seeing as it works perfectly. But we are going to throw him in the vert hook here. You see I'm kind of over that guy. I did not expect him to be on a go route. That was a good route combo, and that was a perfect read of the defense. So cannot be too mad at the opponent there. That is a good pass. You'll take your hat off. And again, he had been dinking and dunking, so I'm expecting drag route. I'm expecting a few sorry guys, a few other things, but nonetheless, a nice pass there from my opponent. He's going to check it down on this very next play, but again, he's using a lot of clock, so he's already going to a hurry-up offense. Just because we're about to hit the fourth quarter, he is still down 14 points. He hasn't hit in the... there we get the pressure. I don't know how we got that pass off, but it goes over the top, and we get the pass defense. He's going to throw it underneath again there, and not much doing, but we do force him into a 4th down regardless. It's going to be decision time for the opponent here. What is he going to do? A lot of options. Could run the ball here. That's just going to keep the clock obviously moving, even getting the 1st down. We're okay with that here. And that is not a good read at all. We get the stop. Throws the drag. Basically looked like he was throwing a route to number 17. He tips it up a few times, but he does come up with the interception. Nonetheless, we do come back on offense here, which is what we want. And we'll see if we can really put him away here. Now, obviously the pressure was getting there from both sides. He had to get rid of that ball. I don't blame him. I just don't think it was a good read. Anyways, sitting back here in the Trey White flex, I am going to go back to the read option. Now, it looks like he was chasing the running back a little bit, but he honestly kind of glitched because tackle let him go through, which I'm fine with in the read option situation, but not a great decision there. Now here I should be focusing on the clock, but obviously this game already looks like it's about over. So, I'm okay with going over the top. We go out route. We maybe have B open, but I'm just going to check it down to the running back. I have a lot of space over there. And we do keep the clock moving here. Now I can't take it to the 2-minute warning, so we are going to have to run another play, which is fine. Sorry about that. I'm going to go dagger here. We try and put A on a little baby post route here. And we are going to go wheel, little hitch, little out route over there with X. X is going to be the first read. And we don't get the greatest of animations. We do get the 4th and 1 here, so we are going to go back. 2-minute warning obviously sounds off. Now, here, obviously, I'm trying to just think run is going to be our more obvious thing. We probably think he's going to stack the box and maybe send pressure, but that's kind of what we want to do. And we try and audible. He gets a really weird animation. I thought we were going to be able to get through there. He does get the stop. So, not great offense. Looking back, maybe RPO makes a lot more sense there against the man coverage, but wasn't thinking too much there. He's going to go to this weird wishbone. I thought he was running the ball. The match coverage kind of leaves him alone there, but it's a bad user for me. He's going to go to the hurry up. We're going to try and send a little bit of pressure here, especially in this formation. He actually does hand it off. We're going to make the tackle there. Keep that clock moving. Something I'm certainly okay with here. Gun wing slot offset. Now here is the situation where, hey, maybe he scores a touchdown. He is back in this game, so can't blame him for quitting. We run perfect defense there for that coverage or that offensive play. We get the sack. And 3rd and 20 for our opponent here. Again, he needs touchdown here. Field goal is not going to do it. Not much doing. He's going to check it down. We're okay with that. Feel free to check it down for us. We've got the 3 interceptions already. So, in the check down situations, I'm more than okay with letting him do that. He's back in this gun trips formation. 4th and 13. That is not a good route combo at all. I don't know who he threw it to there, but there's 2 guys running in the exact same spot. Maybe if he waits on that post, he's a little bit more open, but 1:12 left. Let's see if we can put him away here. Do we got one more big play in this? I think we do. Gonna go back to this. Again, I like X just on the quick out route. B probably would have been open for a touchdown. Honestly, I didn't see that until now. I was just staring down X so much. I don't know what coverage he was running, but B would have been wide open for a touchdown. Not my greatest decision, but it's okay. We will make up for it right here. Going back to that first route combo, and boom. Why? Pass lead outside. Enough space there. Even I didn't even freeform it. I just pass lead outside, and that is a touchdown regardless. So, hey, maybe I just want an extra completion. The QB only threw 1 incompletion, like 180 yards, 3 touchdowns. Pretty perfect game, and that is pretty much going to do it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel down below. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and peace. I'm out of here.